I started actually making money working on cars when I was 11 years old. We moved to like downtown Adamsville in August of '66, the week I turned 11. And people soon learned there around town that I was good working on cars. So they would come to my house, pick me up, and take me to their house, fix the problem with their cars, because they were a lot simpler back then. They were '57 Chevys and things like that. And you know, a half 9/16 wrench and a pair of wire pliers, about all you needed. But I started welding when I was about 14, working in a blacksmith shop there in Adamsville. And then a short time later, in the first part of '73, I bought a portable welding machine, and then people were telling me that there was a real need for a welder in Selma. And several different people that I had worked for there in Adamsville and convinced me to relocate to Selma. So June of '73, I brought my portable welding machine and came to Selma. Started working for farmers and trucking people as a welder at that point. And a lot of people over the years have asked me where my ability to work on cars and equipment came from. And they would ask me first if my dad was a body man or mechanic or welder. And I'd say, no, he wasn't. But I feel like I had just a God-given talent to work on anything mechanical. And I had the interest to work on them when I was just very, very small. You know, I started tinkering with cars and helping my brothers change engines in them. And at a very young age, built my first car when I was 12 years old. Changed the engine transmission out of another one and put in the nicer car that I wanted to build. And that was my first car that I built when I was 12 years old. But I've always loved it. People have asked me over the years, what do you do as a hobby, you know, when you leave the body shop? I said, I work on cars. I love it. And you might say I've never worked a day in my life. I love what I do. And I always worked on cars. Painted my first car all over paint job in 1971 when I was 16. And so this thing eventually evolved from a welding shop to body shop. We rebuilt our own totals for several years, and soon be 40 years ago, we got totally into just doing insurance repairs. So a lot of people helped me, you know, because I was a 17-year-old kid over here by myself, and a lot of people helped me, but especially Jack Reynolds, the Jack Lambert family, and the Delano Redmond family. You know, they especially took me under their wing and helped me to guide me. You know, a young man over here by himself. They helped me tremendously, especially those three. I tell people honestly that we're celebrating 50 years, and I jokingly tell some of them we like to starve to death the first 40. But after a short 40 years, it began to get profitable. So the one thing I guess I did right, I stayed hooked up. I never gave up. You know, it was rough times along the way, and for a young man, but I never quit. I continued on. You know, and when I made mistakes, I tried to adjust and move forward. So here we are 50 years later. We're going to have a big celebration here Friday, June the 30th. It'll be 50 years in business. And this is not just a celebration about Steve Sweat Body Shop. This is a customer appreciation, because you cannot imagine the people that have helped me and brought their business to me over these last 50 years. And it's about appreciating our customers, those who have stood by me and helped me. And this is a lot of the celebration. Friday, June the 30th from 11 to 2 p.m. is about appreciating our customers.